is up, YouTube? It's the official Day Not Night, and I'm back with another YouTube video. Somebody told me they love when I say that, so I'm gonna say it again. What is up, YouTube? It's the official Day Not Night, and I'm back with another YouTube video. Today, it's gonna be a serious video, so I'm gonna try not to joke so much, because I'm always joking. Yeah, today is a serious YouTube video. It's a true crime case. I'm gonna start doing these more often. This case took me about 3 to 2 hours to research, so they're a lot of work, so don't be rushing me with these because it's a lot of work. You actually have to put your effort in to research these cases. This case is actually like a really good case. Some of y'all might know this case. I know I seen a post like a week ago, I think it was Instagram, and it was talking about this case, and some people knew what it was, some people didn't. But I've been on this case for about a year now. I was a little bit late, but I watched this case like a year ago on YouTube. I was just amazed by it because, like, it's crazy. I'm gonna get into that. This video has a lot to do with suicide, and if you know me, you know I'm really big on suicide. I done talked about it a lot on social media, and it's something that's like really serious and that's impacting regular people in the LGBT community, my generation. I'm 18 years old, so it's like really impacting my generation, and we done lost a lot of people to suicide in the past year. Like celebrity wise, it's been a lot, like a lot. So yeah, I just want to let y'all know beforehand, before I even start this video, it has to do with suicide, and this case is kind of emotional. Yeah, let's get started. So the two people I'm gonna be talking about today is Conrad Roy and Michelle Carter. Conrad was born in 1995 in New Bedford, Massachusetts. He was the oldest child of 3 and graduated in June of 2014. He was a star athlete with a GPA of a 3.5. That is high. Like, I wish I could get a 3.5. So of course he was a star athlete. He could make it to any college basically he wanted to. Life was just pretty good for him. His parents divorced in 2011, which was a very big impact on him. I didn't really have parents that divorced. I had parents that split up, so it's like, look at him. But that's like pretty similar thing. It really impact your life, having parents be together your whole life, you know, and then for them to just split up. He had social anxiety and was seeing a behavioral specialist.
Conrad, on his own, combs the internet hundreds of times, searching terms such as cyanide, death by cop, and easy ways to find poisons. He sends Michelle a photo of a rifle and a noose hanging from a tree.
Because of his social anxiety, he overdosed when he was 17 from the name of this drug. I'm gonna drop it right here because I do not know how to pronounce this. Alright, so let's talk about Michelle. Her friends basically said she was a really nice person and they really never seen her do anything mean before. She was just a real well-rounded person. But yet her friends said she required a little bit more extra attention sometimes. Me. But she was always insecure whether or not her relationship with her friends was good enough. Because of this situation, she had trouble keeping friends. Michelle also suffered from anxiety and an eating disorder. Now with her relationship with Conroy, she really didn't live in the same area he did, so everything was basically on social media and through text and talking on the phone from time to time, but mainly through text. So it was basically a long distance relationship. They didn't really get to see each other really and things like that. They didn't even have any pictures together. Like, it was that distant. They both had issues which made them connect even more. They talked a lot about depression, suicide, and anxiety. One day, Conrad told Michelle he wanted to kill himself.
Tried to kill myself.
How did you try to kill yourself? Do you still want to?
No, I'm going to. Just letting you know. The voices in my head tell me to. I want to die.
I know you want to and you research it and everything, but are you actually really gonna do it? Conrad, stop. You're not gonna do it. I know you won't. I don't want you to. You have so much to live for. Please don't.
I'm never going to be better. I have to accept that.
You're in a dark tunnel, but it's not gonna last forever. You'll find the light someday.
She tried her hardest to tell him not to do it. From time to time, he used to record video diaries.
Hi, this is Conrad Henry Roy III, reporting to you about what's going on through my mind, what's going on through my head the last few days. What I am doing is I'm looking at myself so negatively. Will never be successful. Never have a wife. Never have kids. Never learn. But I have a lot to offer someone. I'm introverted, nice and caring. That's some benefits. I'm a nice kid, but it comes to a point where I'm just too nice. This is Conrad Henry Roy III reporting about social anxiety. Social anxiety to me is the inability to function properly. A lot of people tell me that I have a lot going for me. I have to be happy. I have to be happy. Well, no, you don't have to be happy. I do have a lot going for me. Like, I'm like a fucking captain. I just got a job from the Boston Duck Tours to captain their boat. Like, that's a huge accomplishment to be a captain. I've created a monster out of myself the past few years.
As you can see in the video diary, he was really going through something. In 2014, Michelle went to rehab for her eating disorder. Right after she went, she sent Conrad some messages saying, "You can't get through this alone. You need to seek help. You need to get professional help to get through this." During this time, she was put on new medication, and with any medication, it causes side effects, and you don't know how the side effects may treat you, so your emotions are all over the place half the time. On July 12th, Michelle texted Conrad's sister really late at night. The messages said, "Hey, do you know where your brother is?" Mind you, the whole day Conrad was with his sister and his family. They were at the beach eating chips and guacamole. Everything just seemed perfect. So Conrad's sister really didn't see anything wrong. Conrad told his mother that he was eating dinner at a friend's house and he won't be back till later on tonight. As he pulled off in his black Ford pickup truck, she waved at him, not knowing this would be her last time seeing her own son. According to his family, it was very unusual for him not to come back home. The family panicked and called the police and told them that Conrad was missing. Shortly after that, somebody found Conrad in a Kmart parking lot sitting in the front seat of his truck. Excuse me. Sorry.
I'd seen enough people that were gone to realize just by looking at him that he was gone, that there was nothing that anybody was going to be able to do for him.
Next to him was his cell phone and a water pump. The water pump was filling his car with carbon monoxide. His whole family was shocked and devastated. On the 13th, the day that they found him, Michelle sent Conrad's mom a message. She said, "I am so very sorry. Conrad really meant a lot to me." At his funeral, it was really weird because Michelle stood with his grieving family. She worked her way up to the front and made a huge scene crying. People at the funeral said she was crying very loud and it was obvious she was seeking for attention. That was the first red flag. Here's the second one. After the funeral, she asked the family could she go in his room to take some of his belongings home. I understand that, but then again, like, y'all had a long distance relationship. It was like, I would have found that weird if I was his mom. I would have just been like, I don't even know you, like, you know, like, it's just awkward. She even asked for some of his ashes. She even started an event in her hometown called Homers for Conrad. She even made a Facebook page, which is still up to this day. After she made the page, she texted her friend and said, "I just made the Homers for Conrad page. I'm like famous now." What? But yet, no one questioned anything. Yet. But things changed pretty fast. A detective wanted to go through Conrad's phone because he just felt like it was something fishy. Immediately, he got the password from Conrad's family and started investigating. He started off in the messages, and what he found was shocking. He first began in the messages with Michelle. At first, she was really trying to talk him out of the whole thing, telling him he shouldn't go kill himself. He has a lot ahead of his life going for him. He had just graduated high school. He had got his own license for boating. But on July 1st, the whole table turned. They went to Michelle's school to let Michelle know that they had found something very interesting they wanted to talk to her about. She said that night she haven't heard from Conrad, and she contacted his sister, and she didn't really see anything wrong. 2 days before this terrible accident, she had texted her friends and a boy that she liked. Yeah, I said a boy that she liked. And when I read this, it kind of threw me off because you was supposed to be in love with this boy, this and that. You was at his funeral grieving and sobbing and all this other stuff, but the whole time you up here messing with somebody else. But anyways, she told her friends that Conrad was missing and he was very suicidal. The night she texted his sister, she texted her friend, and this is what she said. Sam, he just called me and there was a loud noise like it was a motor. And I heard moaning like someone was in pain, but no one answered. We was on the phone for about 20 minutes and this is all I heard. After she sent that text, she sent, I think he killed himself. Right after this text, she had texted his sister and asking where Conrad was. By this point, the investigators already knew. They found that in the beginning of July, she started agreeing with him, telling him he should kill himself. He should go through with it. She even told him it was a great idea.
Like, why am I so hesitant lately? Like 2 weeks ago, I was willing to try everything and now I'm worse. Really bad. And I'm LOL not following through. It's eating me inside. You're so hesitant because you keep overthinking it and pushing it off. You just need to do it, Conrad. The more you push it off, the more it will eat at you. You are ready and prepared. All you have to do is turn on the generator and you will be free and happy. No more pushing it off, no more waiting. You're right. If you want it as badly as you say you do, it's time to do it today. Yep, no more waiting. Okay, I'm serious. Like, you can't even wait till tonight. You have to do it when you get back from your walk. Hanging is painless and takes like a second if you do it right.
I knew you weren't gonna try hard. I feel like such an idiot.
Why?
Because you didn't even do anything. And I poured my heart out to you thinking this was gonna be the last time I talked to you. I thought you really wanted to die. But apparently you don't. I feel played and just stupid. Tonight?
Eventually.
See, that's what I mean. You keep pushing it off.
Even 10 days before he died, he started having second thoughts, thinking maybe his family will miss him. She told him, no, your family will move on. All these messages were before he committed suicide.
Carbon monoxide poisoning is the best option. If you fall asleep in your car while it's running in a garage, it will kill you. And there's no pain.
Portable generator. That's it.
Do you have one of those?
There's one at work. I was thinking turning it on in my truck and passing out asleep. You're a genius.
They'll probably blame themselves for a while, but they will get over it and learn to accept it. You can't keep doing this every day. Okay, I'm gonna do it today. Do you promise? I promise, babe. I have to now. Like right now, where do I go, sad face? And you can't break the promise. Just go in a quiet parking lot or something.
His first plan was to use a generator, but it broke. This didn't work, so he decided to use a water pump that he got from work.
I'm determined. I'm happy to hear that. When you get back from the beach, you gotta do it. No more thinking. Yes, no more thinking, you just need to do it. Probably not the best time now because everyone is asleep. Just go somewhere in your truck and no one is really out there right now because it's an awkward time. If you don't do it now, you're never gonna do it. You'll probably say you'll do it tomorrow and you probably won't. Are you awake? Yes. Are you gonna do it today? Yes. Like in the daytime, should I? Question mark. You could take that in your truck and take some Benadryls just in case. Yeah, I'm gonna fall asleep and then peacefully die. Yeah, that's the best way.
And if you don't think this is fishy, wait till you hear this. After the police had already questioned her about the case, she texted her friend and confessed the whole thing.
Sam, his death is my fault. Like, honestly, I could have stopped him. I was on the phone with him, and he got out of the car because it was working. And he got scared, and I told him to get back in.
She even admitted that he stepped out of the car. She said he was having second thoughts, but she told him to get back in. At this point, she was served 15 months in jail and 5 years of probation.
Judge Lawrence Moniz is ready to deliver a verdict in the involuntary manslaughter trial of Michelle Carter.
This court first finds that the actions taken by Miss Carter
Are you gonna do it tonight?
constituted wanton and reckless conduct by her. The Commonwealth has not proven that said behavior caused the death of Mr. Roy.
I thought it was going very well. It sounded like he was going to acquit her.
However, this court finds that instructing Mr. Roy to get back in the truck constituted wanton and reckless conduct by Ms. Carter, creating a situation where there is a high degree of likelihood that substantial harm would result to Mr. Roy.
Now words will also dictate the fate of Michelle Carter. Will her words send her to prison for 20 years?
Everyone is entitled to a decision devoid of any emotion with respect to this case. I have not found that Ms. Carter's age or level of maturity or even her mental illness have any significant impact on her actions.
Michelle standing stone-faced as the judge sentences her to 15 months in jail, followed by 15 months of probation.
Made her go see a doctor also about her problems, because she obviously has problems. That's it of me talking about this case. It was pretty weird. I feel like at first they was gonna give her like 20 years, I think, and something had happened with the jury or whatever.
But in a relatively surprise move, first thing this morning, Michelle Carter chooses not to have a jury decide her fate.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you in any way to make you forego your right to a jury trial?
No. But 15 months in jail, and then she got out on good behavior. The woman is out right now. Y'all tell me, was 15 months in jail long enough? Honestly, I think she's guilty. I think she should have got longer than that. No, you did not kill this boy. Yes, suicide is on the person, but then again, if you're pushing somebody, that's like bullying. You're basically bullying your boyfriend into killing himself, which is like really deep and weird. Like, who does that? It's just like crazy. Y'all let me know, should she have a longer case? Should she have a shorter sentence? Like, what do y'all think? I think she should have had a longer sentence, like at least I don't even think she was in jail for a year. Not to get stereotyped, but if it was a black person, I'm sorry to say, but if it was a black person, that person would have been locked up for a long time. Let me know if y'all like these true crime cases, and I'll do more of these if y'all want me to. It just takes a lot of time because you have to research and actually get your facts straight, because I do not want to be putting false information on YouTube and then they be like, oh, her page is a fake. But yeah, like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that good stuff, and I'll be back with another YouTube video. Okay? Okay.